Thank you, Mr. Co-Facilitator. On behalf of the Beyond 2015 campaign, we express our gratitude to you to create this formal space for the civil society and people's representative. And on behalf of the Beyond 2015 campaign, I would like to present the following comments and proposals, very short. We are glad to see that the several member states have called for the post-15 agenda, expressing a clear commitment that no target should be considered met unless it is met for all social and economic groups, especially the most vulnerable and marginalized. We recommend that this message is clearly reflected in all elements of the post-2015 agenda, including the declaration as a principle to the follow-up and monitoring mechanisms. The post-15 agenda must also address inequities and inequalities in fundamental power structures. It must measure and address economic inequality between the richest and the poorest, and reduce the extreme differences between the top and bottom quintiles of populations, both within and between countries. Clear means of implementation to address inequalities within countries will be crucial for the success of the post-2015 development agenda. From the discussions we have followed this session, we would like to call upon member states to preserve their efforts for an integrated approach, balanced post-2015 agenda that is people-centered and also planet-sensitive. Specific commitments to curb the impacts of environmental degradation, climate change, and unsustainable patterns of consumption and production on increasing inequities and inequalities must be acknowledged and clearly addressed in the post-2015 declaration, as well as on the means of implementation. The United Nations should also agree on means to meet the needs of the world's poorest who are under-consumed and are denied their fair share of world resources, as well as to tackle overconsumption in many countries. To conclude, we like to say that we are inspired to see that the member states from several regions and groups reaffirm that the participation of people, CSOs and social movements must be guaranteed in all phases of the process leading up to and following the post-2015 summit in September 2015, especially voices from the South. We would like, therefore, to propose that people's participation be considered as a strategic means of implementation of the post-2015 agenda, reinforcing a participatory principle and creating enabling environment for civil society engagement. It should also consider the capacities of people and communities as a crucial means for the implementation of this global development agenda. Thank you, Mr. Co-Facilitator.